After all, we are childhood sweethearts. Why are you crying? That we've known each other since childhood. I'll give you a back to sleep on. Why haven't I woken up? Help me. I just want to sleep for one night. After my rival Kingmay moved in with me, her behavior became increasingly strange. Every day is spent rummaging through my bedroom for personal belongings. Came quietly to my bed in the middle of the night. At that moment, I looked at Liu Ryan sneaking around in my room and questioned her. "What are you doing in my room?" Liu Ryan forced herself to stay calm. The tone is slightly panicked. "Did nothing." "What can I do?" As soon as I heard her, I knew she must be feeling guilty for stealing. Otherwise, it wouldn't behave so unusually. I quickly walked into the room. The gaze landed on a wrinkled corner of the bed. Suddenly enlightened. "Liu Ruyan, you are still the same as before. You want to find those strange books in my room again. HMPH. Fortunately, I stopped watching that kind of stuff a long time ago. Hehe. You must be very disappointed not to find it." Hearing me say this, Liu Ruyan's heart instantly settled. She pretended to be unfazed. "That's right. I am just looking for that kind of thing. I didn't expect you to stop watching. Not bad. Worth praising. HMPH. I knew that as soon as you entered my room, there would be no good intentions." "How could that be?" "I just want to make sure you haven't picked up any bad habits. Moreover, setting aside the facts, aren't you at fault at all? Isn't it the same one you used? I didn't expect this woman to turn the tables on me, but I can only endure it. Let's just let this slide. It's also because I wasn't paying attention myself. I can't believe I actually agreed to let you into my room." Liu Ruyan felt a bit impatient. "Oh dear. Got it, got it." After speaking, she walked over and sat down on the sofa in the living room. Although I appear calm on the surface, but inside I felt anxious and unsettled. Fortunately, this pig-headed man is quite thick-skinned. Otherwise, will be discovered. At this moment, she also secretly breathed a sigh of relief. I also walked out of the room, lying on the other side of the sofa. The two people leaned on the sofa, fiddling with their own phones. I suddenly thought of something. Liu Ruyan spoke up. "When did you arrive?" "It takes at least 5 hours to take the high-speed train from our home to here. You were at my door at 10 o'clock this morning. So you arrived here since last night." Liu Ruyan gritted her teeth, looking displeased. "Otherwise, how could I say I'm tired? I hardly slept at all last night. Rushed over in a hurry. As a result, someone didn't even send the door at first. I glanced at the time on my phone. It is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you should take a nap first. I'll call you after I've finished dinner." Liu Ruyan felt a bit confused. "When did you become so kind-hearted? Are you really going or not? If you don't go, you can cook with me a bit later. Besides, when have I ever been unkind?" When I heard Liu Ruyan was coming over in the early morning, a surge of indescribable feelings welled up in my heart. Moreover, today Liu Ruyan cried pitifully. I also want to express something. I didn't expect this woman to be so ungrateful. Look at how angry I am. Liu Ryan smiled lightly without saying a word. "If you care about me, just say it. Stop talking nonsense. If you don't go, then help me with cooking later. It's nothing. I'm not that sleepy either. I'll help you out later." Suddenly, Liu Ruyan's phone rang. "Peimao. Yan Yan, have you arrived at Xiao Hang's place?" I have arrived," Liu Ryan sweetly replied. "Then give the phone to Xiao Hang." I said a couple of words to her. "Hello, Auntie. I'm Xiao Hang. Xiao Hang. Yesterday, Yan Yan got home and immediately set off to find you. I was thinking of hearing your voice. See if she has arrived safely. Before I could respond, Liu Ruyan snatched the phone away. Bon, what are you talking about? I didn't go looking for her as soon as I got home. Liu Ryan quickly hung up the phone. A subtle blush flickered across her face. I stared at Liu Ruyan and teased her. So you came over as soon as you got home. I did not. I just wanted to come over quickly to learn about Chen. The summer vacation lasts 2 months. There's only 1 month left to find out. This young lady has boundless energy. Of course, we should walk more. Still full of energy. Who just came back and collapsed on the sofa. Liu Ryan was not convinced. You're no different. Everyone is just lying on the sofa. No one should say anything about anyone. I was helping you tidy up the room. Brought back so many things again. Of course, I'm tired. Then I haven't really rested well all day. Of course, I'm tired too. The two people immediately turned their heads away from each other. No one is looking at anyone. They each held each other's phones. Soon it will be dinner time. Liu Ryan, come help me. Wash those vegetables. Remember to soak the broccoli in salt water. Liu Ryan entered the kitchen, looking at her most hated vegetable. There was an unmistakable impatience in his eyes. Oh dear. Got it, got it. Then she slightly raised the corners of her mouth. It feels as if a solution has emerged in my heart. Don't have any ulterior motives. Broccoli must be eaten tonight. You can't hide your thoughts from me. Liu Ruyan appeared somewhat guilty. How could I have any hidden thoughts? No, no. Seeing her expression, I felt even more certain in my heart. Come over and cut the meat. I'm going to wash the vegetables. Liu Ryan regretted it. I should have known better than to show it so obviously just now. She reluctantly picked up the knife to prepare the meat. But inside, I kept murmuring, I don't believe I can't find the food you hate. Wait for me to find it. I'll show you. Soon, the two of them had prepared the ingredients. I quickly ushered her out of the kitchen. Liu Ruyan sat on the sofa. Watching the busy figure in the kitchen, a hint of sweetness arises in my heart. Which vocal cord do you use to make that sound? Liu Ruyan got angry as soon as she heard it. Hey, I'm just concerned about you. Is that all you have to say? If you really care about me, take the dishes out. Set the table. Good intentions are wasted like dried fish. Liu Ryan vented her frustrations. Soon, the table was filled with dishes. Liu Ruyan saw her favorite chicken wings. Immediately, saliva flowed all over the ground. You should eat more vegetables. I added some broccoli to her bowl. Liu Ruyan's expression instantly fell. The two sat at the dining table, enjoying a feast of fish. Liu Ryan seemed to remember something. Ju, you have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I've been working for almost a month now. It's just that I happen to have a day off today. Oh, Liu Ryan seemed a bit down. What time do you start work tomorrow and when will you be back? Work starts at 10 in the morning. If you don't work overtime, come back at 4 in the afternoon. Oh, Liu Ryan's voice clearly carried a hint of disappointment. Will that girl from today go to work with you? Did not notice Liu Ruyan's low tone. I was just answering casually. She also works part-time like me. So we basically schedule our shifts together. Liu Ryan quietly lowered her head. Pretend as if nothing happened. Are you very close with that girl? It's not like we're very familiar. They are all colleagues. You see it when you look up, and you see it when you look down. Today at the supermarket was also a surprise. I didn't expect her to live nearby too. Upon hearing this, Liu Ruyan finally let out a slight sigh of relief. I have some doubts. Why are you asking this? Liu Ruyan felt a bit nervous. There's nothing much. Seeing her get nervous, I knew something was bound to happen. A hint of vigilance crept into his eyes. Do you think you can hide it from me? Hurry up and speak. What is your ultimate goal? Liu Ruyan was somewhat hesitant. That is, I instantly made a mistake. Are you trying to find out where I work? Then when I go to work, just go cause some trouble. Yes, you actually guessed it. HMPH. Fortunately, I'm smart. I will never tell you. Where do I work? HMPH. I don't want to know either. Amidst the argument between the two, quickly finished the meal, looking at the bowls and chopsticks on the table. I have some ill intentions. Liu Ryan. I made dinner right. Liu Ryan felt a bit confused. Yes, I continued to speak with righteous indignation. The dishes were served by me, right? Liu Ryan became even more confused. Yeah, what's wrong? Then cleaning up the aftermath is your job. After finishing, I quickly dashed into the bedroom. He took a few changes of clothes and walked towards the bathroom. Liu Ryan finally realized. Lima angrily walked towards the bathroom. Bastard dear pighead. Get out here. She pushed the bathroom door open forcefully. She was stunned. I was also stunned. Translation error. The two people awkwardly stared at each other for a second. A shameless pervert. Liu Ruyan screamed sharply. Squeeze his eyes tightly shut. But I couldn't help but secretly disturb through the gaps between my fingers. Kufu. She swallowed nervously. No, you even called out. You were the one who barged in here. Now they are cursing at me again. It's all your fault. I also helped you out a bit. Now I have to wash the dishes all by myself. You just barged in because of this. You are being too petty. Anyway, I can't suffer a loss. Furthermore, I've seen it before too. We used to take baths together when we were kids. Liu Ryan pretended to be serious. The past is the past. Now is now. How old are we now? Liu Ruyan became proud again. So what do you suggest we do? I can't let myself be at a disadvantage. I'll come to clean up after dinner tomorrow. All right then. Hee, that's more like it. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Liu Ryan had no intention of going out at all. The head is held high. The gaze occasionally sneaked glances at itself. Haven't you seen enough? Hurry up and go out. Oh, I know. I'm going out now. After Liu Ruyan left, I closed the door again. I was too careless. I forgot that we are living together now. Liu Ryan walked out of the bathroom, then lay down on the sofa. Covering her face with a pillow, she was blushing all over, muttering to oneself continuously. Damn dear pighead, when did your figure get so good? So tempting. She quickly snapped out of the previous scene, slowly walking to the kitchen to wash the dishes, just listening to the sound of water in the bathroom. Before she knew it, she wanted to fall asleep again. A faint blush appeared on her face. The bathroom door creaked open slowly. I walked out of the bathroom, looking towards the kitchen. Liu Ryan was blankly wiping the dishes. The corners of my mouth can't stop smiling like a silly deer. What is Liu Ryan thinking? Look, drool is about to drip from the corner of your mouth. Liu Ruyan is clever. Quickly raised a hand to wipe the drool from the corner of his mouth. Mind your own business. She slowly walked out of the kitchen. Why do you take a shower so quickly? I haven't finished washing my bowl, and you already did yours. It hasn't even been 10 minutes, right? You didn't come out without even washing yourself properly, did you?" Liu Ryan showed a look of disdain. "You're talking nonsense. I thoroughly used the body wash all over my body. If you don't believe me, just take a whiff." Liu Ruyan really came closer and gently sniffed. "Still okay, even if you've cleaned it up. I won't spend half an hour washing like someone. What happened in half an hour? Half an hour is quite normal. Don't want to continue arguing with Liu Ruyan." I could only hurriedly interrupt this topic. All right, all right. So, young lady, you can go take a shower now. HMPH, what do you care? Saying this, she went to her room to get a change of clothes, then entered the bathroom. Half an hour later, Liu Ruyan walked out with her wet hair. "Miss, you finally came out. Look how accurately I timed it. Exactly half an hour." Liu Ruyan gritted her teeth. "I see you're itching for trouble. Speak frankly. Sister won't be angry because of this, right?" "No way, no way." Liu Ruyan stood in place with her eyes tightly closed. Clearly, it was extreme restraint against the urge to hit someone. "Sister, you're not really angry, are you?" "No way, no way." I continue to check Charlie's remarks. Clearly, Liu Ruyan has reached her breaking point. Translation error. How is it? "Do you realize your mistake now? I will never yield to you, even in death." Liu Ryan sneered dismissively. He randomly picked up a pillow and started waving it around. I waved my hands around recklessly. "Do not bully others too much. I don't hit women. Now it's your turn to say something like that, isn't it? You should see who currently has the advantage." Liu Ryan appeared somewhat disdainful, continuing to swing the pillow towards my face. I can only keep waving my hands. Suddenly, a soft sensation flowed through my hands. I gently pinched it, unsure of what it was. A charming and delicate voice came through. The pillow on the face slowly slipped away. Only then did I realize my hand was resting on a huge bulge. Liu Ruyan let out a sharp scream. "Pervert. Rogue. Big pervert. That. I'm sorry." Liu Ryan's face was flushed red. Translation error. "I'm sorry. Don't be angry anymore. I apologize to you." Liu Ryan is a bit aloof. "Are you only able to talk? No real action taken." My mind just went blank for 2 seconds. What practical action can I take? Could it be that I touch it once more? I keep complaining in my heart. But such words definitely can't be spoken. Then you say, "What concrete actions can I take to make it up to you?" Help. Help me dry my hair." Liu Ryan's cheeks were slightly flushed. He stammered shyly, "What kind of compensation is this? Can't you dry your hair by yourself?" Heartbroken, Liu Ryan appeared somewhat annoyed. "Stop talking nonsense. Just help me blow, will you?" "Okay, okay, okay." Translation error. I picked up the hairdryer next to me, gently blowing Liu Ruyan's hair. Liu Ruyan closed her eyes, as if savoring this feeling, as the sound of the hairdryer gradually fades away. "All right, young lady. So fast." Her voice was tinged with a hint of disappointment. "How much longer will it take to dry my hair? And I've already blown for long enough. It's getting late. I'm going back to my room to sleep." "When did you start going to bed so early?" "It's only 9 o'clock now. I just want to go back to my room and lie down while using my phone. Is that too much to ask?" I have some dissatisfaction and questions. So disappointed. Liu Ruyan waved her hand in exasperation. I ignored her complaints and returned to the room. As the door closed, Only Liu Ruyan was left alone in the living room. She also walked uninterestingly toward her bedroom. The next morning, Liu Ryan walked out of the bedroom, still groggy from sleep, just bumped into me with a full embrace. Liu Ruyan, here I stand before you as a grown person. You can't see, can you? Liu Ryan pressed her forehead in rebuttal, clearly blaming you. What are you doing dazed at the door so early in the morning? I don't want to argue with her. I turned and walked towards the bathroom. Then Liu Ruyan also came in. The two stood in front of the washstand at the same time, started to get busy with the toiletries. The two people seemed very cramped in the small space. Love is not. The wash basin is this small. You insist on following me. Aren't you worried it's too crowded? Take a look. What do you mean by following you? Clearly, it was you following me. I don't want to waste my breath with her. I leaned back to wash my face. Liu Ryan was somewhat puzzled. Just wash your face. Why go so far? I ignored it, bending down to turn on the faucet. After cupping water in both hands, he suddenly rubbed his face vigorously a few times. But is this how you wash your face? Liu Ruyan questioned. I was startled. If you don't wash your face like this, then how should you wash it? Wait. Liu Ruyan finished speaking and quickly left the washroom, rushed into her room. Not long after, she kicked open the bathroom door again, entering with a large pile of items in hand. What are you trying to do? I have some perplexing questions. Take a look. Today, I will teach you how to wash your face properly. Finished speaking. She pressed me down in front of the sink without a word, despite my struggles. With slender, delicate fingers, she wet my face with warm water. I instinctively turned my head in resistance. A muffled grunt escaped from his mouth. Don't make noise. Be good and wash your face. Her attitude is very tough. Then it began to ravage my face again. Thoughts in my heart keep changing. This damned man. Being this handsome is enough. Unexpectedly, the face is so soft. As half an hour passed, Liu Ryan stopped her movements. Now I finally have the chance to speak. I glared at her in anger. What are you doing? Liu Ruyan was dead serious. Can't you see it? I'll wash your face again. From now on, you have to wash your face like this every day, okay? Then why didn't you say something earlier? Suddenly, it happened like this. I didn't react properly. This young lady will personally wash your face. How can you not appreciate this? Soon, the two finished washing up amidst the noise, then prepared some bread and milk for breakfast. Liu Ruyan, I took care of lunch myself. I will go to work soon. Oh dear. Got it. Liu Ryan lay on the sofa. The voice is mixed with a hint of loss. How could I not be at home with my childhood sweetheart? Run out to have deals with other bad women. What a scumbag. I was going to work. What does it mean to go for discounts with other women? Moreover, besides being childhood sweethearts, there is no other kind of relationship. How did he become a scumbag? Die. The alarm clock on the phone rang. I quickly got up and walked to the door to put on my shoes. I'm going to work. I'm going to be late. Don't run into my room and cause trouble. Understood? Liu Ryan appeared somewhat impatient. Got it. You're really chatty. As the door closes, a smile curled at the corner of her mouth. Hey, since you're not home with me, then it's only natural for me to take some compensation myself. And she tiptoed to the front of my bedroom, quietly opened the door and slipped inside. Then, flowing like clouds and flowing water, close the door and lock it. Then a leap landed heavily on the bed. feeling the familiar scent she adored filling the bed. She couldn't help but roll over. In the dimly lit room, the corners of her mouth slightly lifted, carrying a subtle hint of illness. The sunlight filtered through the heavy curtains and fell on her face. Her cheeks were faintly flushed in the darkness. At this moment I also arrived at the bookstore. "Good morning." Suru stood behind the counter and greeted me sweetly. "Good morning, Suru." I politely replied as well. Then he walked to the back of the bookstore. "Start organizing the books on the shelf." Lu Hang. "Good morning." "He." A pleasant, mature voice sounded from behind. "Mujik, you're drunk again. The person who came is the owner of this bookstore, Su Mukin. Fond of drinking. At over 30 years old, still single. However, time seems to have left no noticeable marks on her face. Still delicate and smooth. The eyes reveal maturity and wisdom. Come, let sister hold you." Su Mukin said this as she reached out to hug me. I quickly stepped back a few paces, far away from that embrace. "Cousin, you're drunk again." Suru hurried over and pulled Su Mukin. "Where did I bully her? You really protect her." Su Mukin laughed and teased. "Cousin, what are you saying?" Then he looked at me with a flushed face. "Don't listen to Mujai nonsense. She got drunk. I understand. You should take Mujai upstairs to rest." Suru noticed my expression and couldn't help but feel a wave of disappointment. "Then I'll take her upstairs first. Please help me look after the front desk." "Okay." I walked up to the bookstore counter to take Suru's place. "Cousin, what did you just say? What should I do if there's a misunderstanding on the road?" Suru supported Su Mukin as they went upstairs and said, "Where did I speak nonsense? Mingming, you like her, right?" Suru lowered her head, her cheeks resembling ripe apples. "Where do I even like her? Don't talk nonsense. I want to drink. I drank a cup of tea and a desk. But there are several large and small bottles scattered on the ground. Cousin, how much did you drink last night? Oh dear, is life too short to rush for pleasure?" Finished speaking, Sumikin lay down on the bed and fell asleep. Suru came downstairs to the front desk. "Can you give me a few garbage bags?" Mujai filled the lounge with empty bottles. "I'll go up and tidy up a bit." "I'll take care of it. You are more familiar with the front desk. Leave these chores to me." I brought a garbage bag to the break room, looking at the mess everywhere. Couldn't help but shake my head. Begin to busy oneself with tidying up. The ground was cleaned up thoroughly. I walked over and opened the window. I want to let some fresh air into the room. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw an invitation on the table. It is a wedding invitation. He took another glance at Su Mukin. I already understand in my heart. But this kind of thing clearly has nothing to do with me. I picked up the garbage bag and left, closing the door behind me. At this moment, inside the rental apartment, Liu Ryan lay on the bed, presenting a large bicycle, breathing heavily. It feels as if I have just gone through a fierce battle. She put the pillow on her face. Her face, now flushed with heartache, was obscured. That feeling of excitement and thrill enveloped her whole body. At the same time, a deep sense of fear and terror surged in my heart. Such a thing. She only dares to sneak away and do it when I'm not home. Only at this moment. She can only release the truest side of herself. At the same time, she is also afraid. She is afraid that I will discover her true self. So all along, she always tries to present herself as a normal person in front of me. Although I don't know how many times I've done this since I was young. But each time afterward, I still feel scared. But what can we do about this? It's still because one cannot control their desires. She slowly lowered the pillow from her face. A hint of self-mocking smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. Then she reached for the phone on the bedside table. The screen lit up. Above is a photo of her and me from our childhood. She set this photo as her wallpaper. She has never changed it, even after getting a new phone. She will also change to this wallpaper immediately. She smiled sweetly, gently touching my face on the screen with a fingertip, then pressed their lips against the screen, feeling that familiar scent. This kiss is filled with endless tenderness and love. I really want to go back to that time, back to the time when you only belonged to me. But it's not bad now. You are still by my side, not yet taken away by another bad woman. Her tone was filled with intense possessiveness. She then opened her phone's photo album. Translation error. I've had them since kindergarten. Looking closely, the corners of her mouth slightly lifted. The gaze concealed a hint of an imperceptible malady. Liu Ryan looked at these photos, feeling the large bed beneath me filled with my unique essence. She slowly closed her eyes and fell asleep, with a hint of a sweet smile at the corner of her mouth. Beep, 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 as the phone rings. It is already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I excitedly stood up from my seat, walking out of the bookstore. Lu Han, see you tomorrow. Suru waved at me from the front desk. Suru, aren't you going home after work? I'll go back a little later. The shift change hasn't arrived yet. And Mujai is still upstairs fast asleep. All right. Then I'll leave first. See you tomorrow. Leaving the bookstore, I turned and walked into a supermarket. I wonder if Liu Ryan is staying home well. Ask her if there's anything she wants to eat. Liu Ryan was sleeping soundly, suddenly awakened by the sound of a ringing phone. For whom? Her tone carried a hint of impatience. Still asleep. I've just gotten off work. You're back from work. Liu Ryan quickly sat up from the bed. Suddenly, I became nervous and stuttered. Eldest sister, look at the time on your phone. It's already 4 in the afternoon. Then you. How long until you get home? Hearing Liu Ruyan's urgent tone, I have some questions that I'm curious about. Why are you so nervous? Not available. Oh, why would I be nervous? I suddenly had a bad feeling. You didn't sneak into my room again, did you? No, absolutely not. Liu Ryan suddenly shouted loudly. But if you don't have it, then you don't have it. Why are you shouting so loudly? Sorry. How much longer until you get home? Hearing Liu Ryan's delicate voice. A voice came from the microphone. I got goosebumps. Don't talk to me in that tone. It's so disgusting. Liu Ryan suddenly smiled wickedly. Increase the volume, it's so sweet. Oh, Liu, when will you come back? There are still more than 10 minutes. I want to ask something at the supermarket. Do you have anything to eat? I really can't stand this sound. I quickly got straight to the point. I want to drink milk tea. Go help me buy. Liu Ryuan became excited all of a sudden. No, big sister, I'm at the supermarket. You want milk tea. I still have to run to the milk tea shop to buy it for you. Still need to queue. Not going. You are really good. Can you help me buy it? Go. Is it good or not? I none. What's with this woman today? I'm going. Don't talk to me in that tone. What kind of milk tea do you want? All good. Then you should hurry up and respond slowly. Liu Ryan responded excitedly, quickly hung up the phone. Seeing Liu Ryan so unusual today, I always have a bad feeling. At this moment, Liu Ruyan looked at the chaotic bed. Take a deep breath. Fortunately, I was clever and managed to buy some time, quickly restore the room to its original state. She walked to the window and pulled back the curtains. Then he opened the window to let the air circulate. Let her scent spread out from the room. She turned to look at the big bed where she had slept. It's a complete mess up there. The folds are like the roads in a mountain valley, rugged and uneven. Oh my, what on earth have I done? Then began to tidy up the bed, while she was still arranging the bed sheets. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, there are several wet stains on the sheets. Not just the bed sheets. I can't control myself. She sat on the bed holding the helmet, screaming in pain, just when she was at a loss. The phone ringtone suddenly rang. "Pighead, are you back? I'm still in line to buy you bubble tea. Can you help me with something? Could you go to my room and help me change the bed sheets and pillowcases? I was supposed to change it this morning. Later I forgot about it. As time passes second by second." There was no sound coming from the other end of the phone. I thought she didn't want to. Hastily play the emotional card. "Look, I even bought you milk tea. Just help me a bit, okay?" Leo Ryan instantly perked up. A surge of joy filled my heart, yet still pretends to be aloof. "HMPH, since you bought me milk tea, I'll reluctantly help you a bit. Yes, yes. Miss, I thank you. HMPH, I'm not doing this for you on purpose. I want to wash it myself. This is just to help you wash a bit. Didn't you just change the sheets yesterday? Why do we have to wash today? What's wrong with me just washing?" After finishing her words, Leo Ryan hurriedly hung up the phone. She wiped the sweat from her forehead, cleaned the other items in the room. Then, aside from that messy bed, other items have not been moved. She unhesitatingly stripped the unsightly sheets and pillowcases from the bed. Then she walked silently towards the wardrobe, opened the wardrobe. There are 2 sets of bed linens available for change. Suddenly, Leo Ryan looked at the sheet in her hand. Then he smiled slyly. She went straight back to her room, looking at my bedding. "Although you are very clean, but for my red earth hegemony, I can only make it up to you all. I believe you will understand." She immediately took her own bedsheet without hesitation, all thrown into the washing machine. I am truly a genius. Now my bedsheet smells like a pig's head, although it's a bit bland. But it can still be used somehow. I can't help but want to peck at the corners of her mouth, which keeps rising uncontrollably. "Leo Ryan, I'm back. Hear my voice." Leo Ryan quickly tucked away her feelings. She hurriedly rushed out of the room. "Welcome back. Have you changed the sheets and pillowcases in my room? I see what you mean. Not only has it been changed, I also helped you wash. Thank you, Neo. Then your milk tea. I am a pig's head. How did the milk tea I wanted turn into water fire tea?" Hearing the questioning tone of Leo Ryan, I felt displeased. "Hello, hello, hello. I kindly brought this back for you. How dare you speak to me like that? Moreover, you yourself said to buy whatever you want. I was thinking that bubble tea isn't healthy. I think water, fire, and tea are quite nice. And there are watermelons inside. Oh dear. I got it, I got it." Leo Ryan was a bit impatient. I took off my shoes and lay directly on the sofa. Home is still the most comfortable. Work has exhausted me. "Luyutu, please make some room for me. I just washed the sheets and pillowcases for you. I'm so tired." I didn't answer, just leaned in a bit. Liu Ruyan sat down holding the water fire tea, just about to drink, but I felt that I was secretly watching her. She was a bit confused. Why are you secretly watching me? Oh, nothing much. You should drink it quickly. I smiled with malicious intent. Seeing my expression like this, Liu Ryan was even more confused. But why are you so eager when I drink something? Ah, no, no. I just want to see if this suits your taste. After I said that, I turned my head and started playing with my phone. Only the corner of his eye occasionally drifted toward her. Liu Ryan carefully took a sip of the water-fire tea. How are you? Is it good to drink? I immediately sat up excitedly and asked. After all, I specifically asked the owner to add a lot of lemon to this water-fire tea. It's still the large portion kind. This is really delicious. Where did you buy it? I have never drank such delicious water-fire tea before, Liu Ryan said excitedly. Translation error. So delicious. After finishing, she still couldn't help but exclaim, Is it really that delicious? I'm a bit confused. Could it be that the boss didn't add it? Liu Ryan blinked her eyes. Where did you buy it? I'll go buy it next time too. As long as it's tasty. Next time I'll help you buy it. I can't help but laugh out loud. Is it possible for me to have a taste if it's so delicious? I mean no harm. I don't really want to drink either. Can I just try the taste? That just need to drink a little bit. I haven't had enough to drink yet. I glanced at the water-fire tea. Then, without any hesitation, they drank it down. Hey, since you only let me drink a little bit, then I will take a big gulp. Hey, Liu Ryan's mocking laughter echoed. A mocking expression appeared on his face. Finished. Checked. I quickly pulled a trash can from the side. Vomited everything, just drank. Alpa. Liu Ryan laughed while covering her belly. Liu Ryan, didn't you say it was very tasty? You're such a pig-headed fool. You really haven't let go of your jealousy. Still want to scheme against me? Hee. Seeing Liu Ryan's proud look, I can only make harsh remarks. You wait for me. Hee. I'm waiting. Who told you to plot against me first? I gritted my teeth and turned my head away. Not only did I think about it in my heart. Just you wait. One day I will truly get you killed. Hey, pighead, are you still drinking fruit tea? If you don't drink it, return it to me. I was immediately stunned. Can he still drink this taste? Do you want to drink more? I just want to drink. Who are you to tell me? I revealed a hint of a wicked smile. You don't really like drinking this stuff, do you? None of your business. Give me. He directly reached out and snatched the fruit tea. Then, with a slight smile, she gazed at the straw. Translation error. His scent is still lingering. He brought the fruit tea to his lips. Uncontrollably opening her mouth, she bit down on the straw. A wave of excitement surged within me. The corners of my mouth involuntarily lifted slightly. Upon noticing my puzzled gaze, he frowned slightly due to the cold, gently took a small sip. Then, pretending to be sulky, she looked at me. I just like to drink. I can scold you as I please. I'm speechless. All right. If you like to drink, it's all yours. Seeing Liu Ruyan really take a sip, I gradually let go of my suspicions. But it always feels a bit strange somewhere. Beep, beep, beep. The washing machine emitted a ringing sound. Obviously, the quilt cover has been washed. I was just about to get up and take it out to dry, but Liu Ryan directly pushed him down onto the sofa. Jutu, you must be tired after moving all day. I'll take care of it. When did you become so kind-hearted? You used to be too lazy to help me with even a small favor. Isn't this borrowing from you right now? Oh, of course I will help you with something. Looking at today's unusually strange woman, I squint my eyes and question. Are you trying to harm me again? Liu Rai quit. She placed her hands on her hips. Liu Yutu, I went through a lot to help you. How dare you question me like this? I won't even bother to thank you. You actually dare to question me if I harmed you? Liu Ruyan, who has undergone a complete 180-degree change in attitude. I finally breathed a sigh of relief. It's still normal like this. All right. Then you go sunbathe. HMPH. Liu Ruyan turned and walked away. A hint of a relieved smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. She came to the washing machine and took out the sheet. Gently took a sniff. It's all right. No unique flavor. Then she took out her blanket and sniffed it. Her expression immediately fell. Why doesn't it taste like pig's head? I thought I could leave a little behind. Determined, she approached once more, carefully sniffed around every place. But this washing machine is really good quality. Not a single scrap was left for me. Sooner or later, I will change you. Liu Ruyan was fuming as she thought. Liu Ryan, what are you doing? It's been so long inside. Liu Ryan smiled awkwardly. Oh, I just wanted to see if it was washed clean. Oh. Seeing Liu Ruyan again made me awkwardly smile. I immediately became alert. From my research on this woman since I was a child, as long as she feels guilty, she will awkwardly smile. I snatched the bedsheet from Liu Ryan's hands, then carefully checked. That's not right. There's really nothing here. Why is she awkwardly smiling? Jutu, did you find anything? Liu Ryan cautiously asked. Oh, I didn't look for anything. I just want to see if it's clean. Jutu, someone's duvet cover has been washed. Can I borrow that extra one of yours? I heard that nauseating voice again. I really acted foolishly. What on earth is wrong with this woman? This is completely inconsistent with my impression of her. Seeing me standing there, dazed and motionless. Liu Ryan thought I was unwilling. She spoke in a delicate and charming manner. Pighead, you are the best. Is it good or not? She shook my hand. Having been single for 18 years, how could I possibly handle this? Stop. You can take it and use it. I see that I agree. A faint, barely noticeable smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. I'll go help you take it out. As I said this, I prepared to enter the bedroom. But Liu Ruyan grabbed him suddenly. What do you want to do? Aren't you going to use it? Actually, I have already changed it. Oh, love is not. Only tell me after you've finished changing. Oh, that. I know you will agree. So it was just changed in advance. Oh, 9 p.m. Liu Ruyan lay down in bed early, feeling the lingering scent of me in the bedding. She closed her eyes in contentment. The phone placed aside suddenly rang. Liu Ryan picked up her phone to take a look. This is a message from Liu Zixiu in the group chat. I loved myself. Liu Zixiu and Liu Ryan are desk mates. Always the loudmouth in class. Most enthusiastic about matchmaking. Yanin, I heard you chased Lu Heng all the way to Haicheng. Liu Ryan wore a proud expression. Yes. Are we still living together? Though, finally, there is no more madness of being alone as a teacher. You finally made some progress. Liu Ruyan was a bit confused. How did you know I came to Heichen? I went to your house to find you today. Your mom said you went to find Lu Hang. When she spoke to me, he also had a knowing smile on his face. You speak for yourself. Do you like Lu Hang? Except for him, no one knows. Who else doesn't know? HMPH. I never intended to hide it. This is the lose you two. I don't know why I can be so dull. Then hurry and tell me. How is your progress with him now? Liu Ruyan let out a sigh. What else can be done? He is just a pighead. You haven't made any progress at all, have you? Liu Zixi made a frustrated expression. This makes me so angry. He still needs to go to work now. And there's a girl at the workplace. Then you need to speed up. Otherwise, you might get taken away by another woman. You really lost a lot. Liu Zixiu, I won't allow you to say that Pighead will be taken away by some other bad woman. Ahem, don't be angry. I just wanted to remind you too. I don't want to spend 3 years shipping a couple that never gets together. You can rest assured. The pig's head absolutely can't do without me. Even if it's a kidnapping, I want to tie him to my side too. Liu Zixi was shocked. The Alliance sent a bunch of messages. Is it really tied? Do you need help? Do you want me to help you lure him out? Just kidding. Just kidding. Liu Ruyan Alliance starts to mess around. But to be honest, Yan Yan, you need to speed up. Oh dear, I certainly know, but he is just a blockhead. I don't know what to do anymore. HMPH, aren't you going to ask me about this? I am a renowned master of romance. At that moment, another person in the group sent a message. Liu Zixiu, you haven't even been in a relationship yourself. Still teaching Yan Yan here. You have taught Yan Yan for 3 years. He still hasn't managed to get the route sorted out. Do you still dare to teach now? Lonely and desolate. Haven't you been in a relationship yourself? You care about me now. Linkinking retorted. Whether I've been in a relationship or not doesn't stop me from roasting you. Liu Ryan is now thinking only of me. The Alliance began to mediate. Stop arguing. Susiu, quickly tell me what method can help me win over Zhu too. HMPH. Of course, it's watching a movie. An unparalleled horror movie. You pretend to be scared then. Taking the opportunity, she hid in his embrace. Increase physical contact a bit more. Does love grow with time? But you also know that. I have never been afraid of such terrifying things. The focus isn't on whether you're scared or not, but rather the physical contact between both parties. Do you understand physical contact? Aren't you going to pretend? Linkinking starts to complain. A true daredevil. It's hard to believe. Lonely and desolate. Don't say those sarcastic remarks here. Do you have any good ideas? Liu Ryan couldn't sit still either. Kinking. Do you have any good ideas to help me win over Pighead? There will surely be great rewards after the task is accomplished. HMPH. Don't worry, Yan Yan. I will definitely help you. After Zixiu's idea failed, I'll tell you again. Okay, thank you all. Then I'll try this method that Zixiu suggested first. Soon, Liu Ruyan began to make her plans. What horror movie is Temperature Girl when you open the computer? Hey. At that time, the two sat on the sofa. It was dim all around. The two of them are under the same blanket. In the most terrifying moments. Directly burrowed into the embrace of the pig's head. Feeling the warmth and familiar scent of the pig's head. Just thinking about it is really exciting. Hey, I want to peck. He just chuckled foolishly. Her eyes were filled with anticipation and joy. Saliva dripped down unconsciously. He raised his hand to wipe the drool from the corner of his mouth, then continued to fall into fantasies about the future. The next morning. You two, what time do you think you will be back today? If there is no overtime. It was around 4 in the afternoon. What's wrong? Liu Ruyan stammered. It's nothing. It's nothing. seeing Liu Ru Yan again at this dead end. A bad premonition surged in my heart again. What do you really want to say? I won't say anything now. I have to go to work. Just, Dad, which one is it? Can you explain it in one sentence? Liu Ryan lowered her head, her face flushed with embarrassment. Exactly. Evening. I want to watch a movie with you. Watching a movie. Where to watch? Just at home. Not going out. I was instantly puzzled. I thought Liu Ru Yan was holding back something big. I didn't expect it to be such a small matter. But why is she being so hesitant? We've seen it together before. There must be something wrong. I continued to question. Why watch movies? It is. Did you suddenly want to watch it? Liu Ru Yan, there's something off about you. Mom said I want to watch a movie. You don't understand? Liu Ryan was instantly mesmerized. All right. Watching a movie? Indeed. This is the true Liu Ru Yan. It seems like there shouldn't be any problems. Liu Ru Yan felt a surge of excitement inside. Really? You promised. Let's watch it after dinner when we come back tonight. Okay. Liu Ru Yan happily nodded. I'm heading out to work now. You are not allowed to enter my room, understand? Oh dear. Got it. Come back early. I will wait for you at home. Boo. I closed the door and walked toward the bookstore. Hey. Liu Ru Yan flashed a charming smile. You won't let me into your room. I insist on going in. You have to say everything. Not even a little secret can be kept. Edda. He stealthily approached the bedroom. Click. Liu Ru Yan was suddenly drenched in cold sweat as she was about to enter the bedroom. Quickly rushed back to the sofa. Looking at me, you opened the door and came back. He nervously spoke up. Is something wrong? How did you come back? I always feel that Liu Ru Yan has been acting suspiciously these past 2 days. Just for this reason. Because her awkward smile has appeared again. I just forgot to take my phone. Now come back to get a phone. You haven't done anything shameful, have you? How could it be? How could I do something that goes against my conscience? I became even more suspicious. I really didn't do anything. No, absolutely not. If there is, then let me marry no one but you. You better not make such a toxic vow. You are not harming yourself. You are harming me. Liu Ru Yan became an instant sensation. This young lady is quite poor, isn't she? Let me tell you. You have to marry me. The phone ringtone rang again. It's over. I'm going to be late. I'm leaving first. Remember, you are not allowed to enter my room. As for what Liu Ru Yan just said, I didn't catch that at all. After I leave, Liu Ryan became more and more agitated. Damn dear and wild boar. You have to marry me in this lifetime. But this still did not alleviate her anger at that moment. Then she stormed into my room, furious. Begin searching left and right in the room. Suddenly, a wooden carving caught her attention. That was a mini version of Liu Ru Yan she made when she was young, as a return gift for me at that time. Yay! I didn't expect that the pighead would still be around now. So you still care about me? Her mood suddenly became incredibly beautiful. Shouldn't I create a current version of myself to give to her? Sure. This time we need to make it more exquisite. Let her see that I'm watching over her by her side. Do not let other bad women take her away. Good morning, Lu Hang. Did you wake up late today? Good morning, Suru. Today I woke up a little late. I awkwardly scratched my head. The store manager didn't say anything, right? I quietly approached Suru and asked. Suru's face instantly turned red. I didn't say anything. What's wrong with you? Are you feeling unwell? Noticing Suru's unusual behavior, I asked with concern. It's okay, I'm doing well. Suru lifted her head. A hint of shyness was revealed in her gaze. Is everything really okay? Why is your face so red? Oh dear, maybe it's because the weather is a bit hot. She waved her hand to create a breeze, trying to hide their discomfort. That's good. If you're feeling uncomfortable, remember to let me know. Watching my departing figure, Suru felt a sense of relief in her heart. She knew her recent behavior was a bit strange, but she really couldn't control the tension in her heart. Every time you face me, her heartbeat always quickens unconsciously. This feeling made her both excited and afraid. "Ha ha, I've caught you. Walking on the path. Tell me why you were late today." I don't know when Su Muking came up behind me and hugged my neck. Muji, let go. So many people are watching. Women like me in their 30s are no longer appealing to men. No one wants me anymore. Let me go, I want to die. Su Muking's voice, filled with sorrow and anger, came from behind. Oh no, Mujai. Is it okay for you to hold me now? So late. Translation error. On a spring night, even the morning comes, we are reluctant to part. Cousin, let go of Lu Xing. Can't you see she's about to run out of breath? Su Ru heard the noise and rushed over without hesitation. Oh, come on, just joking. Aha, I'm sorry, Luxing. Are you okay? Wu Jai, I have nothing going on. It's just a little itchy on my neck. Cousin, that's not how you joke around. Lu Xing just accidentally overslept today. Lu Xing said it's all fine now. You really treasure her. I didn't know you cared about me so much. Suru's face was as red as a boiling kettle. Translation error. Mujai, don't joke around. No one can stand to see you treating me like this. Cousin, please don't joke around. Suru immediately retorted, but the tone still carried tension and shyness. Su Mukin looked disdainfully at the two young people in front of her. The feeling of frustration suddenly shot up to the top of my head. Translation error. I went back upstairs. Lu Xing, can you check the front desk for me? I'm going to check on Mu Jai. After speaking, Suru followed Su Mukin's footsteps upstairs. I stood there in a daze, completely bewildered. A blank mind. At this moment, Erlong, what's wrong with you? Why are you suddenly so angry? What's wrong? I'm helping you, yet you're blaming me instead. Suru was stunned. Aren't you curious why Lu Xing is late today? I'd asked him, and he just overslept. My little ancestor, you really believe it? So let me ask you, do you know why he overslept? He was never late before. But is there another reason besides this one? You are just too naive. If you don't strike early, there will be nothing left. Do you think he overslept because of another woman? No way. Lu Xing is not that kind of person. I didn't say it must be this way. I'm just encouraging you to improve faster. You're too slow. I don't want you to follow my footsteps. Su Dai clearly thought of something in the end. The voice grew quieter. I know my cousin cares for me the most. I understand now. All right, hurry up and go to work. I'm fine. The day passed quickly. I was just about to get off work and go home. Suddenly, a shout came from behind. Lu Xing, wait a moment. I turned my head in confusion. What happened to Mujai? Lu Xing, could you please work overtime today? Don't worry, you won't miss out on the overtime pay. I'll reimburse you for dinner if you order takeout or something. The boss is generous. You say we work until what time? We work until that time. Aha, then it looks like you'll have to work an extra 3 hours. Back at the bookstore, I remembered what Liu Ruyan said about watching a movie during the day. Took out the phone and made the call, smashing the pig's head. "You're coming back?" came the excited voice of Liu Ruyan from across the way. "No, today I have to work overtime until 7. How about you order takeout for dinner?" "Oh, I see." On the other end of the phone, Liu Ruyan's voice sounded a bit disappointed. "Then that's it. I'll hang up first." "Goodbye, I'm leaving first." Su Ru suddenly came over to say hi. But on the other end of the phone, Liu Ruyan suddenly exploded in anger. "Lu Juitu, why is there another woman's voice on your side?" The loud sound made me immediately stretch my phone away. "Speak up quickly. Lu Xing, say something. You're scared, aren't you? You're ashamed to face it, right? I was just wondering why you suddenly have to work late tonight. It turns out she went out to get a discount with another fox spirit. Ah, speak up, Lu Xiaotu." Liu Ruyan on the other end of the phone kept talking non-stop. "It's not that. You keep rambling on. How can I speak?" On the other end of the phone, Liu Ruyan's heavy breathing could be heard. "Okay, didn't you just hear her say goodbye? You should take a look at what time it is now. Haven't you seen her before? The girl who was holding a little sister's hand that day in the supermarket. What's wrong with saying hello to me after work?" There was a moment of silence on the other end of the phone. Liu Ryan seemed to realize the impact of her actions. "But there's nothing she can do. She can't control herself. Your reaction makes it seem like I've cheated." Hearing about the 2 betrayals, Liu Ruyan instantly blew up. "You're not allowed to cheat." "Hey, when did I cheat? I don't even have a girlfriend. If you keep rambling, I won't go back to watch the movie with you tonight." "You dare lose you too? Try not coming back tonight. I turned you into a road pig's head. I don't want to argue with her." He hung up the phone directly as time slowly passed. It wasn't long before it was time to get off work. I felt anxious the whole way. As soon as I got home, I found Liu Ruyan sitting on the sofa. She looked at me with a sulky expression. "Hey, didn't I just tell you that?" "It's just a colleague. What are you making a fuss about?" Liu Ruyan remained silent as ever. Only the gaze became increasingly cold. Seeing her like this, I couldn't help but feel furious. Directly returned to the bedroom, and the night passed just like that. I thought the two would continue their Cold War. But the next day on my way to work, but discovered a sneaky figure following behind him, looking at Liu Ruyan hiding behind the utility pole. Doubt arose in my heart, but they continued to walk towards the bookstore as if nothing happened. At this moment, Liu Ruyan was hiding behind the utility pole. My heart raced with nervousness, until I saw myself walking away. Only then did she catch up again. However, I will be born again at a corner. A figure flashed into an alley. Liu Ruyan felt a sudden shock in her heart, hastily quickened their pace and walked into the alley. "But I can't find my shadow." She was suddenly anxious and restless. The gaze searched back and forth in the dim alley. At that moment, my voice rang out. "Liu Ryan, why are you following me?" "Who is following you?" "I just went out to buy some things." "Then you tell me. You came to this dark, unpainted alley. What can you buy?" "It's none of your business. The road is yours, isn't it?" "Can I not leave yet?" "All right, you go buy it." After I finished speaking, I left the alley. Continue walking towards the bookstore. Liu Ruyan realized she had been discovered. "Let's not pretend anymore." Swaggering behind. "Come on, at least pretend a little. Are you following me so boldly?" Liu Ruyan blinked cutely. "So you have this kind of hobby-hop?" After speaking, she walked towards the nearby utility pole. Then he shielded his body. Then a little head peeked out, secretly watching me. I sighed inwardly. Continue walking towards the bookstore. Liu Ru Yan saw me leave, hastily pretended to follow stealthily. Passers-by cast strange glances. I immediately quickened my pace. I want to stay away from Liu Ryan. It didn't take long to arrive at the bookstore. Good morning, Losing. Suru greeted. Then the expression on his face became unusually strange. Good morning, what are you watching? Noticing Suru's unusual gaze. I followed her gaze. I saw Liu Ruyan wearing a pair of sunglasses, sneaking around and hiding outside the door, occasionally glancing at Suru. Sorry about that. She is a friend of mine. It's okay. Your friend is really beautiful. Aha, it's really beautiful. It's just a bit crazy. Meinaming, is your relationship with her good? Suru's face showed a hint of shyness. Asked a bit shyly. She is a demon. I am just friends with her. Seeing me chatting with other women. Liu Ruyan suddenly rushed in front of Suru. On her body there are tattoos all over. It's not the scent of this woman. Then who else is there? Which fox spirit is it? Suru was startled by Liu Ruyan's sudden move. Liu Ryan, what are you doing? I quickly pulled Liu Ruyan back. I am truly sorry. This child has had some issues with his head since being struck by lightning recently. I am feeling a bit disoriented right now. Upon hearing this, Liu Ruyan was furious. Lu Yudu, you must have been struck by lightning to think that. I am very awake right now, seeing the two of them playfully fighting like this. Suru's sense of loss grew heavier, but still keep smiling. It's okay. Then I took Liu Ruyan into the bookstore. Can you hear me well? This is where I work. You must not act recklessly. Do not mess with anything carelessly. You must always stay by my side. Don't leave my line of sight. Understood? Upon hearing this, Liu Ruyan had a face full of despair. I understand. So annoying. Even so. But in reality, her heart had already blossomed with joy. When you're bored, read a book. Or play on the phone. After giving instructions to Liu Ryan, I'm just about to go to work. A sudden sound came from behind. Little dear walks. Got you. And Sumikin staggered over, looking completely intoxicated. Liu Ryan saw that it was no longer working. He pushed aside Sumukin. Hey, who are you? Why come to hub the pig's head without saying a word? This is... Sumukin looked at me curiously. Nugent, are you still not sober? This is my childhood friend, Liu Ruyan. Childhood sweethearts. Very good, very good. And I wasn't asleep. Had another drink. I feel somewhat helpless. I still haven't had enough after drinking so much last night. It was you last night. Liu Ruyan suddenly shouted. Liu Ruyan, why are you shouting so loudly? Cousin, you're drunk again. Suru heard the commotion and rushed over. Taking advantage of this play, Liu Ryan charged forward and grabbed Su Mukin's collar, tugging at it. Finally caught the real culprit. The scent on my body. There's still that taste of wine, just like the vixen from last night. Liu Ruyan's expression turned fierce. It's you. Translation error. Hearing this, Suru looked at Su Mukin in shock. Don't talk nonsense. Yesterday, Mu Jai had a breakup. She just wants me to be her dumping ground. I didn't drink again. I pulled Liu Ruyan back. Hastily explained. Su Mukin was still drunkenly murmuring. Drinking alcohol? Mu Jai is still drunk. Hurry and take her upstairs. No way. You can't leave. I haven't asked clearly yet. Liu Ryan fiercely blocked the way. Cousin, What exactly happened with the drinking last night? Suru couldn't wait to ask. Last night I drank. Hey, keep drinking. Faced with the questioning of the two, Su Mugen continued to drink from the bottle in her hand. Cousin, please stop drinking. Hurry up and speak. Suru hurriedly stepped forward to snatch the wine bottle from Su Mugen's hands. Seeing the two of them, I insisted on asking the reason. I can only persuade with words. First, let's take Mujai upstairs to rest. She is now so drunk that she is incoherent. I will slowly explain the sequence of events to you later. Suru reluctantly agreed. Then, supporting the limping Su Mugen, they slowly walked upstairs. Liu Ryan, standing nearby, witnessed this scene. I want to rush up and stop it, but I caught him with one swift motion. Didn't I tell you all about it last night? Why are you still so excited? HMPH. You better hope your explanation later can satisfy me. Finished speaking. She angrily sat down. She had already stopped being angry about what happened yesterday, but today I smelled that scent. Her anger surged up again after being calmed, especially when she saw the other person was still a remarkable older sister. Not right. It was when she was an old woman. Her heart was even more enraged. Very soon, Suru arrived downstairs after settling Su Mugen. She sat down in front of Liu Ruyan, clearly waiting for my explanation. I could only helplessly recount what happened yesterday. Not long after, Suru suddenly understood and nodded. Express understanding. Since everything has been resolved, then I'll go back to work first. Finished speaking. She turned and walked towards the bookstore's front desk. Only Liu Ryan remained with a face full of skepticism. What's wrong? Do you still not believe it? Liu Ryan pouted. I certainly believe. I didn't expect that your store manager has such a past. A faint sense of sympathy surged in her heart. At the same time, she connected the story to her own experiences. If it were myself, the pig's head was taken away by other wicked women. I will take it back without hesitation, and imprisoned in a place only they knew, even if I can't win the heart of the pig's head. Translation error. But now she doesn't want to take such extreme measures. As I pondered, she tightly held my arm. What are you doing? I still have to go to work, no matter what I do, but could never pull apart. Finally, I could only sit helplessly beside Liu Ruyan. Let her hold on. Time slowly passes. I watched Liu Ryan hold on tighter and tighter. Saliva is about to drip onto my own arm. I can only go crazy. Oh dear, why did you hit me? Translation error. Glaring fiercely at me. Your saliva is about to drip onto my arm. I still have to go to work. Are you planning to hold on until the end of your shift? What's wrong with a hug? Little drama demon. Liu Ryan haughtily pouted her lips. I didn't reply. She turned around and began to tidy up the bookshelf. Liu Ruyan was also by the bookshelf, picked up a book, and started reading. She discovered this book called I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. It surprisingly resembles her situation a bit. Admiring while watching. Good book. This is truly a good book. What are you looking at? So engrossed. I curiously leaned in and asked. Liu Ruyan was startled. This book is so interesting. I just glanced casually. I'm not personally interested in the content of the painting. Liu Han. I've brought today's lunch over. Which one do you want to eat? Suru walked over holding a bag of takeout. Liu Ruyan. It's your employee. You have to pay for a meal. There is also this book. Add it all together and I'll pay you. Suru saw Liu Ruyan being so stubborn. I can only reluctantly agree. This book is 30. Adding that meal just now makes it 45. Liu Ruyan quickly walked to the front desk to pay for 2 tickets. The 3 of them began to eat. Lu too. I won't eat this, here you go, Liu Ryan said as she spoke, while adding food from their bowl to mine. Don't just take a bite and then throw it into my bowl, although I complain on the outside. But still, let's eat it all together. Suru watched this scene from the side. His expression subtly changed to one of sadness. No one looks down on what others have eaten. You misunderstood. Liu Ruyan and I grew up playing together, so both have gotten used to it. Not exactly a girlfriend. Is that so? Suru's emotions instantly lifted. Liu Ruyan saw how eager I was to distance myself from her. He stepped hard on my foot. What are you doing? I quickly turned my head and glared at her, questioning. HMPH, I didn't do anything. Translation error. They all turned their heads. Why did you suddenly step on me? You're so annoying. She stepped over again. I was just about to explode. She looked at me with an angry glare. Try saying one more word and see what happens. Liu Ryan, don't be too ruthless. I don't bully people. It's Big Pig Head. She made a funny face. I'm full. The front desk cannot be unattended for too long. I'll go ahead first. Suru's voice came through a bit awkwardly. After saying that, she hurriedly left. At this moment, the movements between Liu Ruyan and I are very subtle. I sat on the chair. Liu Ruyan sat on my lap. Suddenly, both of their cheeks turned bright red, like a ripe apple. Ha ha, Suru really eats quickly. I scratched my head, trying to break the awkward atmosphere with a chuckle. Yes, Liu Ruyan also blushed. Lowering his head, he replied softly, Let's continue eating. Aha, Liu Ryan picked up the lunchbox, blocked his own smiling lips that couldn't stop rising. She was at the supermarket that day. It seems that Suru likes Lu Hang, but she is not sure. After seeing it today, Suru is 100% in love with Lu Han. So I must do something to make her give up. Pighead mine. No one is allowed to take it away. Haven't you finished eating yet? I've finished eating. I looked at Liu Ruyan and asked. Liu Ruyan looked at me. I looked at my lunchbox again. A flattering smile followed. Piggy, I can't finish it. Don't disgust me. I rubbed my hands together. I feel the goosebumps rising again. Sing Sing, will you help someone eat? Liu Ryan opened her big eyes. She put on a coy expression. Stop, I'll help you eat. Stop using that voice to disgust me. Soon the two finished their meal. I continued to work. Liu Ruyan continued to sit in the chair. Holding a sickly sweet childhood friend, I was forced into love. As the phone ringtone sounded, it was soon time to get off work. See you tomorrow, Lu Hang. Suru greeted me. See you tomorrow. I respond politely as well. After leaving the bookstore, Liu Ryan was puffing out her cheeks, angrily looking at oneself. This looks so cute. I couldn't help but squeeze a little. In an instant, that feeling mixed with saliva. It splashed on my hand. Ah, it's all just saliva. I brushed my hand against Liu Ryan's body, showed a look of disgust. Lu Zhutu, you wiped all your saliva on me. Are you trying to die? It's all your own saliva. What do you find distasteful? Liu Ryan gritted her teeth. Would you be happy if I wiped your saliva on you? This is a very good question. We can give it a try. But I need to get some saliva on your hand first. Jai. The two of them playfully ran home. Soon I returned home. As soon as I stepped through the door, I just collapsed on the sofa. Lu Yutu, hurry up and get up. You promised to watch a movie with me. Liu Ryan walked to the sofa and took my hand, trying to pull me up from the sofa. Wait a moment. Let me rest a bit longer. No, you get up immediately. Liu Ryan furrowed her brows in annoyance. I can only helplessly sit up. He picked up the remote control on the coffee table, preparing to turn on the TV. Who says we have to watch on TV? Liu Ryan suddenly spoke up, with a hint of pride in his tone. If we don't watch TV, what should we watch? I have some doubts. Liu Ruyan's lips curled up slightly, revealing a hint of a mysterious smile. She turned and ran into the bedroom. Before long, he walked out holding a laptop. When did you buy these things? I have some doubts. I asked my mom to help me get the computer over the day before yesterday. I forgot to bring it earlier. I bought this projector yesterday. Thinking of this made her angry. Yesterday I intentionally went to buy a projector. You actually came back so late. You have such a hobby, huh? Then put the things on the coffee table. Turning off the lights later should make it visible. Who told you I wanted to watch here? Liu Ruyan stared wide-eyed. If not here, then where to look? I have some doubts. Liu Ruyan displayed a proud smile on her face. Let's go check the room. Do you want to see it in my room? Still watching in your room. Why watch in the room? Can we not look here? You think about it. Isn't it much more comfortable to watch while lying in bed than on the sofa? She said while gesturing with his hand. It seems to make some sense. However, before I could finish speaking, Liu Ryan quickly interrupted me. Think about it. After all, it's a horror movie. Is it necessary to experience it in a small space to feel it? There is still. What if I watched it in the living room? Such a large space. What should I do if a hand suddenly appears behind me and scares me? You will still be scared. I squinted my eyes, feeling a bit unfortunate. You don't need to worry about this. I specifically chose a supernatural movie yesterday. You know, I'm not afraid of monsters or zombies. I'm most afraid of ghosts. Then why did you choose this if you're scared? I puzzledly scratched my head. Liu Ryan heard these words. Squinting, he glanced at me with his flared nostrils. I have decided. Just look in your room. Love is not. Why are you looking in my room? I immediately sat up to refute. She immediately showed a pleading expression. I will definitely not cause any trouble. Not possible. I resolutely declined. I beg you. Liu Ryan tightly grabbed my arm. Jiao Sheng's plea for mercy. I was taken aback by her sudden act of being coy, but still refuse. Liu Ryan saw that neither the soft nor the hard tactics were working. I couldn't help but feel a bit of anger in my heart. Then I'll use a wish you owe me to repay. Where's what wish? I scratched my head in confusion. Liu Ruyan widened her eyes. Incredible counterarguments. You actually forgot. Fortunately, I wrote a note at the time. Otherwise, I'll let you off the hook. HMPH. She then took out a piece of paper. Can't be fooled. I can only agree. But no messing around in my room, understand? I will keep an eye on you. Oh dear. I understand. You go take a shower first. She seemed a bit excited. A sense of foreboding suddenly arose in my heart. Take it. Hurry and wash up. I've prepared your pajamas. When did you come into my room again? Stop messing with my things. Look at the pants in my hands. I was shocked. You even brought me my pants from inside. What do you mean? I've touched it before. Why are you so concerned? Liu Ryan lowered her head, blushing. That was all from childhood. How old are we now? I am your childhood sweetheart. Liu Ruyan retorted somewhat unwillingly. What I say is no, and that's it. Looking at Liu Ryan's expression filled with words. I'm so angry I can't express it. Damn dear pighead. Wait until the day I capture you. When the time comes, I want to give you a big surprise. I am not just getting started. I still want to kiss. Liu Ruyan thought angrily to herself. But now she can only compromise. Isn't all of this just to speed things up a bit? I promise I won't touch it next time. Sounds nice. I wanted to ask, how did you know where I put my intimate clothing? Liu Ruyan was instantly drenched in cold sweat. It's over, it's over, it's over. Suddenly, a flash of inspiration struck her mind. You scare me. She suddenly felt her eyes welling up. Tears welled up in the eyes. Stop pretending. Hurry up and speak. I saw through her little trick at a glance. Still continue to question, seeing the plan fail. She was so angry that her teeth itched. Let me be honest with you. That day didn't you ask me to help you air out the comforter? I want to help you find new bedding to change. I can't find it. In the end, it turned to this. You actually blame me now. She placed her hands on her hips. The expression looked very aggrieved. In my heart, I felt incredibly pleased. Ah, I am truly a genius. Blame it all on the pig's head. Make her feel guilty. Then I won't pursue this matter any further. Seeing Liu Ryan's pitiful appearance, I don't have much more to say. Let's call it a day this time. But you are not allowed to enter my room casually anymore. Did you hear that? I heard it, I heard it. She quickly nodded. I just turned around and walked into the bathroom. Immediately, the sound of a locking door came from the bathroom. Liu Ruyan pouted. Bujuju, you wait and see. Waiting to be thoroughly taken down by me. Now so arrogant. You will have a hard time in the future. Then she turned and walked into my bedroom. She patted her chest. It's really quite bouncy. No wonder that day Lu Zhutu had a flushed face. Si Zhutu. Soon I finished washing up and came out. Liu Ryan couldn't wait to start washing up. Not long after. She rushed in like fire in the wind. I'm back. There was still a few droplets of water on her smooth long hair. Seemed exceptionally beautiful and charming. But she didn't care about any of this at all. They didn't even have time to wipe it. He couldn't wait and jumped onto the bed. Her face was filled with anticipation and excitement. Start the movie already. I can't wait to see it. Liu Ryan urged. Is your hair still wet? First, dry it off. I looked at her helplessly. It's okay, it's okay. What does this little matter count for? Not possible. You must dry your hair first. Otherwise, you'll catch a cold. Oh dear. Will it dry out soon? Liu Ryan pouted. Come here quickly. Translation error. I directly pulled Liu Ruyan over. Translation error. As time goes by, the sound of the hairdryer gradually diminishes. Okay, you can start playing your movie now. Hey, finally done. She was a bit excited. He picked up the mouse and clicked to play. As the scenes of the movie flash by, Liu Ruyan let out a slight scream. The body involuntarily shrank back, subconsciously leaned a little closer to me, a little scared to hide. Is that so? I looked at Liu Ruyan and asked. She swallowed. Yes, a little bit. The movie continues to play. The gazes of the two gradually returned to the screen. All right. She hugged her arms and shivered. Just cover yourself with the blanket if you're cold. I pulled the blanket over her. Aren't you going to cover it? Liu Ruyan tilted her head and asked. I'm not cold again. What did she do? Okay. Thoughts fall into emptiness. She is feeling a bit down. She lowered her head and sniffed the scent on the blanket. In an instant, the corners of my mouth couldn't help but lift, even harder to suppress than an AK. She quickly stopped her movements. Continue watching the movie. Very quickly, a terrifying head appears on the screen. Liu Ruyan screamed, tightly held onto my arm. Liu Ryan, don't hold me so tight. Feeling the pain coming from my arm, I patted her shoulder. No, I'm afraid. Liu Ruyan still held on tightly, unwilling to let go. Then let's not watch it. As I said this, I prepared to press pause. But Liu Ruyan suddenly tugged at my arm. It's okay. I still want to watch. I'm afraid to keep watching. You're too scared to even go back to your room to sleep tonight. Oh, is that so? Liu Ruyan's voice came through a bit unclear. I have some doubts. What is it? Liu Ruyan directly used her actions to cover up. She slowly lifted the quilt that wrapped around her, then patted the spot beside him. You want me to snuggle with you under a blanket and watch. I widened my eyes. It's a bit unbelievable. Not okay. Don't you know that there are differences between men and women? Liu Ryan pouted threateningly. You don't want me to be so scared that I stay in your room tonight, do you? I gritted my teeth and thought for a moment. Then he burrowed into Liu Ryan's bed. She excitedly closed the quilt immediately. The two people pressed closely together. Let's watch the movie later. You have to go back to sleep, no matter how scared you are, understand? Got it, got it. She waved her hand impatiently, but secretly I felt proud. Even if I don't go back, what can you do? Are you sending me back? Feeling the touch of the body, I awkwardly glanced at Liu Ruyan. Don't you think it's a bit cramped? Liu Ruyan suddenly smiled wickedly from the shadows. I really can't do anything about you. She shook her head in feigned helplessness. Then it quickly burrowed into my embrace. Then sat on my lap. You, how did you end up sitting here? I asked with my face flushed red. Didn't you say it was too crowded? This way it won't be crowded. Liu Ruyan blinked, said with an innocent face. However, what kind of situation is this? Feeling the touch, my face turned even redder. You really are something. It's you who feels crowded. It's still you being all shy and hesitant. What do you really want? She feigned an impatient question. All right, then let's do it this way. I compromised. Liu Ruyan smirked slyly in the shadows. As expected of me. Unconsciously, she revealed a smile of a red girl. What are you laughing at? I furrowed my brows. There's always a feeling of being trapped. Did I laugh? She quickly wiped the drool from the corner of her mouth. Oh dear, hurry up and watch the movie. Don't worry, don't worry. Then she turned over in my embrace. He even deliberately rubbed against it. So, as the chapter of envy rises, it's already late at night. I looked at Liu Ruyan in my arms. Go with a blank expression. You can return to your own room now. Liu Ryan started to play around. Are you waiting? They are still scared now. I let out a cold laugh. I wanted to push her directly off the bed. Liu Ryan wore a look of disdain. She tightly clamped her legs around my waist. It directly hung on me. Hurry up and get down. I gritted my teeth and spoke. I won't go down. Go ahead, hit me. She had a provocative expression. In the end, I still lost. I wouldn't really dare to hit her. If my parents find out. Going home definitely means getting a mixed doubles beatdown. Liu Ruyan chuckled. She anticipated that I wouldn't dare to actually hit her. That's why she is so arrogant. I can only sigh helplessly. Young lady, it's so late already. You should hurry back to sleep. No, she directly refused. I have no questions left to ask. The movie has just ended. That kind of terrifying feeling, still echoing in my heart. Let me stay a little longer. She began to act cute. Hearing this, my heart softened. All right, then stay a bit longer, just 10 more minutes, before going back to sleep. Got it, got it, got it. She jumped up excitedly on the bed. Then she sat back in my arms again. I felt that soft, charred body once again returned to my embrace. Her face instantly turned bright red. Time passes slowly. All right, it's been 10 minutes. You hurry up and get up. Then obediently went back to the room to sleep. How do you know it's been 10 minutes? You didn't check your phone again. Liu Ryan pouted and questioned unhappily. Seeing that she is still not getting up, I directly picked up my phone. You see, it is already 10:20. It was 10:05 when I just finished watching the movie. You've been in my room for 15 minutes already. Oh dear. No, I just don't want to go back. She resorted to shamelessly throwing a tantrum. Translation error. I have a bad feeling in my heart. Gently voiced the inner speculation. You don't want to sleep in my room tonight, do you? Liu Ryan blinked. He showed an innocent expression. No, there isn't. When did I say I would sleep in your room tonight? Upon hearing this, my heart, which was hanging in suspense, has finally relaxed. As long as Liu Ryan doesn't have this thought, then everything is open to discussion. However, what she said next, it left me completely stunned. She smiled mischievously. She chuckled softly. Meeting her was just a joke. Only then did I feel a bit better in my heart. But right now I can't dare to let her stay here any longer. Immediately issued an order for dismissal. Since that's the case, then hurry back. I just need to stay in your room tonight. Liu Ryan's voice sounded again. This time, my anxious heart has finally died, because I could tell she is not joking. She really wants to sleep here. Realizing what was happening, I immediately waved my hand to refuse. No way, no way. Absolutely not. On what basis? Her defiant voice rang out. On what basis? This should be why I ask you right. What right do you have to stay in my room? Since I am your childhood sweetheart. Liu Ryan had no choice but to be gentle. Please, I beg you. I really don't dare to go back to the room. I spoke without hesitation. I will take you back. I just finished watching a horror movie. I can't bear to stay alone in the dark room anymore. Then sleep with the lights on. Liu Ryan saw that I was unaffected by both sweet and harsh treatment. Suddenly I got angry. Liu too. Translation error. Big pighead, silly pighead. Even if you say that. I should go back to my room to sleep. I continued nonchalantly. Oh dear. I don't care, I don't care. Am I going to sleep here tonight? I just want to sleep here. Liu Ryan could only throw a tantrum and bounce on the bed. Not possible. Absolutely not. I still made a gesture that didn't work at all. Damn lose you two. You forced me to do this. He flipped over and pressed down. Immediately pressed me down onto the bed. Then a dangerous light flickered in their eyes. Can I sleep here with you? Not giving. Return to my room to sleep. I still stand by my position. You won't give it, right? After speaking, he immediately swung his arm towards me. I was wrong, I was wrong. You sleep well here. Hearing this, he slowly released his grip, displayed a triumphant smile. This is what you said. I didn't force you. I wiped the saliva off my arm. Anger behind the closed face. Are you a daub transformed? Oh dear. Please, I'm begging you, hang. I really can't stay alone in the room. Just tonight. It really is tonight. You said it yourself. Just tonight. This won't happen again. Got it. I agree to see you. Liu Ryan excitedly bounced on the bed a few more times. I quickly interrupted her actions. Listen carefully. Just because you're sleeping here doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. I want to clarify a few things first. You really are a hassle. Liu Ryan pouted in dissatisfaction and complained. Please go back to your own room and sleep. I glared at her fiercely, gritting my teeth. Oh dear. What is it that you want to say? We use the middle of the bed as the dividing line. No one is allowed to cross the line. Did you understand? But how would I know where the boundary is? Liu Ruyan blinked and asked with a face full of confusion. I opened the wardrobe. Take out a cute little pig pillow. Put it in the middle of the bed. This is the dividing line, got it? Absolutely do not cross the line. I gave you a little pig pillow. How could you bring it here? Liu Ryan's eyes lit up. A surprised smile appeared on her face. You don't need to worry about this. Just don't cross the line, got it? Liu Ruyan smiled sweetly. It seems you really like the gift I gave you. What are you talking about? Where did I express my liking? Didn't you see that I just took it out of the wardrobe? Liu Ryan seemed not to hear it at all. She directly hugged the little pig pillow tightly in her arms. He also sniffed the scent above. Hee, fragrant and sweet. There is a unique smell from the pig's head. It seems that the pig head is often hugged. Venting and finting. She started to smile foolishly without realizing it. Hello, don't take the boundary line away. Quick, put it back. Let me hold you just one more time. Liu Ryan pleaded with a naive expression. This expression shows me a stunned look. This demon lord. When did you become so beautiful? Then my face turned slightly red. All right then. Just let me hold you for 5 minutes. I remembered 10. With that, Liu Ryan tossed and turned on the bed with a pillow. Up and down hand movements. Even the mouth is involved. 5 minutes are up. Quickly put it back. A petty-minded man. Liu Ryan scoffed softly. What did you say? I curiously asked. Oh no, it's nothing. Let's go to sleep. All right. Remember to tuck in the blanket. After I finished speaking, I turned around and closed my eyes. Aren't you going to cover yourself with a blanket? Liu Ryan curiously asked. I'm not afraid anymore. The air conditioning is usually set to 20 degrees. No way. Even with the air conditioning on, I still need to cover myself with a blanket. You're not cold now, but it will be too late when it gets cold at night, she said firmly. All right. I could only helplessly take out a small blanket from the wardrobe to cover myself. What's the difference between having it covered and not? Liu Ryan looked displeased. Oh no, are you still not awake? And I don't have any other blankets here. Liu Ryan turned her head and smiled mischievously. Little dear, this can't be blamed on me. Just do what I say obediently. Then she turned her head, showed an expression of helplessness. Then let's share a blanket. Although she put on a calm expression, but I still couldn't contain the excitement in my heart. Let's just forget about it. After all, men and women are different. This isn't very good. Oh dear, it's just covering with a blanket. I probably won't overstep. Liu Ruyan appeared dignified and righteous. It's just about 2 words that even she can't hear clearly. All right then. In the end, I could only agree. After all, it's just sharing the same blanket. Not crossing the line again. There shouldn't be any issues, right? All right, all right. You lie down first. I'll tuck you in. Liu Ryan had a calm and carefree expression. In truth, I was already completely excited inside. Soon, we can soon implement the next step of the plan. Better, just like that. The two people are under the same blanket. They each lay on opposite sides of the bed, but at this moment both of them felt extremely unsettled. I am currently lying on the edge of the bed, with a hint of embarrassment on her face. What should I do? Although it's true that the two of them have slept together before. But that was all during elementary school. Now that we're grown-ups, what can we say? What if something happens? Lu Hang, what are you thinking about? Can't think, can't think. She's your childhood sweetheart. How can you think like this? Meanwhile, on the other side, Liu Ryan was pondering quietly in her heart. How can I take a further step? It was a hard-earned opportunity. We must not waste it easily. She turned her head and glanced at me. I found myself huddled in a corner, motionless. Clearly, they have already fallen asleep. Damn lose you two. Not possible. Can't let her sleep. Otherwise, I would have just slept here for nothing. I was just about to fall asleep. Suddenly, I heard a series of giggles coming from beside me. Turned around. Liu Ruyan was tossing and turning, unable to sleep. Hello. What exactly are you up to? What is it? Liu Ryan turned around with an innocent expression. What are you tossing and turning for? You all woke me up. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You continue to sleep. I won't disturb you this time. Her eyes were filled with remorse. Seeing her sincerity like this, I also can't keep having episodes. Had no choice but to turn my head and fall asleep again. The room gradually returned to silence. Time slowly passes. Just as I was drowsily drifting off to sleep, walking. Are you asleep? The voice of Liu Ruyan suddenly came through. The drowsiness that had settled over me was suddenly swept away. But I ignored it. Keep your eyes closed. I want her to see me asleep. Then go to sleep obediently. Lu Han, are you asleep? Liu Ryan saw that I wasn't speaking. Suddenly became anxious. Gently pushed me again. It's not my young lady. What's wrong with you again? I sat up and didn't look at Liu Ruyan. I want to go to the bathroom. She spoke shyly with her head down. If you want to go to the bathroom, just go. What are you trying to say about this kind of thing? I looked utterly incredulous. I dare not. I'm afraid of that ghost. Can Mingaming do it? Can you accompany me? She asked, her face flushed with embarrassment. You can rest assured. Translation error. Just wait for me outside the door. All right. I also happen to need to use the restroom. The two then got up and headed to the restroom. The bathroom door was slowly pushed open by Liu Ryan. A creaking sound was heard. She let out a small, scared scream. Suddenly, someone grabbed my arm. Actually, I am a bit scared inside. I could only swallow my saliva. Translation error. I'll go in first. Wait for me outside first. Liu Ryan spoke with a slight tremor in her voice. Okay. I cautiously stepped into the bathroom. Then the light was turned on. That terrifying feeling instantly dissipated a lot. Pighead, are you ready? Liu Ruyan's hurried voice came through. Wait a moment. It's almost done. I helplessly replied. Quickly, I pushed open the door and walked out. You go ahead. I am waiting for you outside. Then you mustn't leave. Liu Ryan said with some fear. Hurry up. I won't leave. Then Liu Ryan walked into the restroom. I am the only one left outside. Looked at the pitch-black living room. I swallowed. No wonder Liu Ryan just called me. It's indeed a bit scary. Pighead, are you there? Liu Ru Yan's voice came from the bathroom. I am here. I responded in agreement. Before long, Liu Ru Yan also came out. Let's go back. Suddenly, a strong wind slammed the glass door of the balcony repeatedly. Dad has a ghost. Liu Ryan was so scared that she jumped right onto me. The whole person is like an octopus. Both hands and feet were tightly wrapped around my waist. I was also frightened and shivering. Hastily rushed towards the bedroom. Then the two of them snuggled under the covers. That kind of fear gradually faded away. Pighead, can I sleep while holding your arm? Liu Ru Yan's voice sounded a bit frightened. Do you still need to ask? Haven't you already embraced it? I looked at Liu Ru Yan speechlessly. So you agree? She showed an excited expression. The plan was successful. It's worth the risk of being eaten by a ghost just to go to the bathroom. Soon the room fell silent again. Both of them were immersed in a peaceful dreamland. The cold air from the air conditioner quietly slipped through the gap in the middle of the blanket. Liu Ryan's body trembled slightly. Her brows furrowed slightly. Subconsciously tightened the arms around me. As the cold wind blows in more and more, her brows furrowed even more tightly. A glimpse of an eye opened amidst the haze. Then she directly grabbed the little pig hidden under the blanket. Then it was thrown to the foot of the bed. The body slowly leaned towards me, quickly snuggled into my arms. So warm and so comfortable. She was like a lazy little cat. Suddenly he pulled me close and hugged me tightly, again feeling the coolness coming from the leg. Then she brought her legs closer to me, one moving up and the other down. It's so warm and comfortable. Like a warm baby. She couldn't help but laugh. Looking at my sleeping face, Liu Ryan couldn't help but reach out her hand. Gently poked. This dear pighead. I didn't expect you to be this handsome. He truly is the man I've set my sights on. She smiled sweetly. Couldn't help but poke my face again. HMPH. I felt something unusual on my face while dreaming. Gently waved a hand across the face. This startled Liu Ryan so much that she jumped, quickly pretended to close his eyes, and acted as if he were asleep. Seeing that I haven't woken up, her heart finally calmed down. You scared me to death. She patted her chest, still feeling a lingering fear, looking at my sleeping cheek. Liu Ryan unknowingly became mesmerized. So cute. Want to kiss. I kissed her. She probably won't wake up, right? But if she wakes up? But I'll just give you a kiss. She shouldn't be angry, right? But what if they get angry and kick me out? She was caught in a dilemma. Not long after, she made her choice. Forget it. I just want to kiss. I can't hold back anymore. HMPH. You can't blame me. It's all your fault for being too tempting. Then she quickly bent down and gave a kiss. Then, like a thief, he quickly hid his head under the blanket. At this moment, her face was already burning red. Like a ripe apple, as time slowly flows by, she slowly poked her head out again to observe me. I find that I am still in a dream. Her anxious heart finally settled down. She couldn't help but swallow. It seems that it still cannot satisfy her yearning heart. Zing zing. If I kiss you again, you should agree, right? Her voice carried a hint of anticipation and shyness. I will count to 5. If you don't speak, I'll take it as your agreement. 1 5. Time's up. You haven't said anything. You must have agreed. Peta. Then she launched another attack on my face. Gave a quick kiss. This time she didn't pretend to be asleep. Instead, they stared straight at me. Still no response from me. She smiled seductively. Peta. Kissed several times in a row. Aha. Noticing something unusual on the face. My brows furrowed again. Let out a muffled groan. Liu Ryan quickly dove down. I directly dove into the blanket. Her face was flushed with a rosy hue. My heart was racing. What did I just do? I actually took a bite. Oh my, I really am. It's really amazing. She was extremely excited at that moment. Just as she was immersed in excitement, I suddenly felt the person I was holding move. She was instantly scared, breaking out in a cold sweat. I don't even dare to move. Suddenly, she felt a hand embrace her. The head shifted from resting on the shoulder to the chest. At this moment, I am in a deep sleep, hugging a model pillow of the J20, with a satisfied smile on his face. Just, why is this model so soft? It's still warm, but it feels so good. Lying in bed like this, I couldn't help but smile foolishly. However, from Liu Ryan's perspective, I'm acting silly like this because I hugged her. This made her heart feel a wave of sweetness. Hee. She couldn't help but chuckle softly with excitement. Then they hugged me tightly, the whole person curled up in my arms like this. Couldn't help but take 2 puffs. It smells like pig heads everywhere. Smiling and smiling, she thought about what life would be like after they got married. Nestle openly and honestly in my embrace. Listen to me whisper sweet words. After giving birth, the child watched as Dad whispered sweet nothings to Mom. Thinking of this, she started to giggle again. Not long after, sleepiness creeps in. She let out a deep yawn, slowly closed his eyes. The morning sun spills onto the windowsill, gently awakening the sleeping flowers. Everything awakens in silence. So hot. I slowly swayed my body. He reached out and nudged the warmth in his arms. One push, a soft touch instantly spread throughout the body. I slowly opened my eyes. As soon as I opened my eyes, I was stunned. Looking down, the little pig pillow had unknowingly flown to the corner of the bed. Liu Ruyan, how did you get here? Good morning, Xingxin. She greeted with sleepy eyes. Then he hugged me again. The whole person is tightly pressed against me. Liu Ryan, am I asking you something? HMPH. I want to sleep a little longer. Liu Ryan adorably swayed her body, cuddled up to me again. Wake up. Don't sleep anymore. If you don't get up soon, I'll smack your bottom. I threatened through clenched teeth. Liu Ryan remained unmoved. She nestled even closer into my arms. Then a soft tapping sound was heard. Oh dear! Liu Ryan exclaimed sharply. I suddenly became aware. A blush involuntarily rose on her face. I asked you, why did you suddenly fall asleep here? Oh, this is. That's a good question. Liu Ryan gave me a thumbs up with a serious expression. Don't change the subject. How did you suddenly end up in my arms? Oh dear, how would I know? I suddenly found myself in your arms this morning. How could I possibly know? Liu Ruyan lowered her head, said with a guilty expression. I was just about to continue questioning. It was disrupted by Liu Ryan. You know I'm afraid of the cold. Maybe it was too cold last night. I accidentally ended up in your arms. I sighed helplessly. Ah, forget it. Who told you I agreed to let you sleep here? So you forgive me now? She asked excitedly. From today on, you must sleep in your own room. Miser, she muttered softly to herself, her head lowered. I looked at Liu Ruyan in my arms, said with annoyance, "Since you're awake, get up quickly." "Oh dear. No, no. Are you going to sleep for a while? Then you can sleep by yourself." I got up to make breakfast. I pushed aside Liu Ryan and quietly got out of bed. I quickly prepared breakfast. Liu Ryan then walked out of the bedroom. She quietly sat down at the dining table. "You too? When will you take a break? We take shifts to rest." "Actually, it also depends on myself. As long as we can discuss it with our classmates, it will be fine. My parents are coming over tomorrow. She said to come and see how I live here." "What? Will Aunt Yi and Uncle Yi come over?" I confirmed with some horror. "Yeah." Pithead. I hesitated for a moment. On one hand, I am indeed living with Liu Ryan. But what if Liu Ryan's parents find out? She slept with me last night. I'm definitely going to be torn apart. Please, I beg you, hang. I promise I will behave and not cause you any trouble in the future." Liu Ryan opened her watery big eyes, with a silly, innocent expression, begging. Her lovely appearance. Lu Hang couldn't help but be stunned. Really, this woman always uses this trick to seduce me. Lu Hang was secretly muttering to himself. Yet they still sighed helplessly. Said, "Sigh. All right, all right. I went to the meeting at work today. What Sister Mu and the others said. Lu Hang, you are truly wonderful." Yi Qingling heard this. A brilliant smile immediately blossomed on his face. She took the half-eaten egg from the bowl, placed it in Lu Hang's bowl, said, "This is your reward. Hello, you want to thank. Don't give me the leftover egg you ate." Lu Hang looked at the egg in the bowl, frowned and complained. Who said, "I want to thank you. I just can't eat any more." Yi Qingling said innocently, "Yes, you eat me up fiercely. You must finish eating." Lu Hang bit his teeth in frustration. "Then use your own chopsticks to pick up the egg." It was stuffed into Yi Qingling's mouth. "Sorry, I can't assist with that." Yi Qingling was taken by surprise by this sudden blow. Startled, she widened her eyes, looking at Lu Hang. "Just do it. Just eat." Yi Qingling came to her senses, stubbornly ate the egg, still on the chopsticks of the aviation division. Bit down hard. "That's right, that's right. My parents said, your parents will come over too." Yi Qingling suddenly said. This sentence startled Lu Hang. Hi. Lu Hang coughed twice from the choking. He asked in surprise, "But my parents are coming too." Then "Why didn't you talk to me?" They said, "Just say it to me," Yi Qingling said with an air of calmness. But my heart had already blossomed with joy. This is equivalent to indirectly admitting it. Am I their second daughter-in-law now? Yi Qingling couldn't help but feel. He started to laugh foolishly again. All right, all right. After finishing breakfast, just take these things. Today is your turn to clean up. Lu Hang leaned back in his chair and rubbed his stomach. Spoke lazily. "Oh, got it." Yi Qingling obediently picked up the chopsticks and bowl from the dining table, walked into the kitchen. It's time to start cleaning up. Lu Hang only felt, today Yi Qingling is especially obedient. Ming Ming usually calls her. Everyone has to banter a bit. Today you are surprisingly easy to talk to. It's still a bit strange and hard to get used to. Lu Hang thought to himself. But at this moment, Yi Qingling, facing away from the landing, I was washing the dishes. My heart has already blossomed with joy. This time, must let Lu Hang's parents, recognizing her as the future daughter-in-law. This wage she can obtain the strong support from Lu Hang's parents. Take it step by step. Lu Hang will inevitably become his possessions. Time slowly passes. Ding, 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 ding. Lu Hang's phone alarm went off. It's already 9:30. I'm off to work. Stay at home obediently. Don't follow me anymore. Lu Hang changed his shoes at the entrance. Warned Yi Qingling. I know, I know. Talkative, Yi Qingling lay on the sofa. He waved his hand impatiently. Then, as the gate slowly closed, at the corner of Yi Qingling's mouth, a sly smile reappeared. You said not to let me go. You won't let me go, huh? I'm going. Just go. Look at the decision I made for you without consulting first. Yi Qingling pouted, murmured with a face full of discontent. She secretly put on sunglasses, put on a sun protection jacket, wrapped up tightly. This time, I will definitely not let Lu Hang find out again. Yi Qingling clenched her fist, said with a serious expression. 2 minutes later, Yi Qingling wears the rocks, going downstairs. Then I saw Lu Hang standing right in front of me, looking at himself with a wicked smile. I knew it. Fortunately, I am here to guard the rabbit. Lu Hang said disdainfully. Yi Qingling, didn't you say you wouldn't follow me? Lu Hang grabbed Yi Qingling's hand tightly. He said fiercely, Who do you say is ye? Yi Qingling I don't know them. Yi Qingling turned her head away, feeling guilty. He said nervously, stuttering, That is to say, even in ashes, I still recognize you. Yi Qingling, still pretending? Let me see you do it again. Lu Hang took off the sunglasses from Yi Qingling's face, said with a sneer, But who is following you? I just wanted to buy a book. Seeing that Lu Hang saw through it immediately, he simply stopped pretending. Speak directly without beating around the bush. Do you think I will still believe? Yesterday, you followed me this far. Let you go back alone. I'm worried. Today, don't even think about it. Hurry and take me back. What book do you want me to bring back after work? Lu Hang warned with a fierce expression, cutting the little chicken ghost. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Yi Qingling made a funny face. He turned around and ran back. I can't believe that damn pighead found out. It seems we must devise a more thorough battle plan next time. Yi Qingling gritted her teeth and muttered as she ran. I will definitely come back. Just wait for me. Kate, Ed, good morning. Lu Hang. Lu Hang arrived at the door. Su-ru smiled at him from the front desk and greeted him. Su-ru. Lu Hang also responded with a smile. Is Yi Qingling not coming with you today? Su-ru glanced at Lu Hang behind her. Did not see Yi Qingling's figure. Then that demon lord. You just come over to cause trouble for me. I didn't let him come over. Lu Hang couldn't help but grit his teeth and scratch his head. Lu Hang, come here for a moment. Behind the bookstore. Suddenly, Su Mukin's voice echoed. I'll go ahead first. Lu Hang pointed. He faced Su-ru and said, okay, go ahead. Su-ru smiled and nodded in response. Mugyuit, what's wrong? Lu Hang came to the back. I saw Su Mukin sticking out her bottom. Exert all one's strength, holding a stack of books nearly a meter high on the ground. However, the falling book remained completely still. Oh, Lu Hang, you arrived just in time. Please help me carry this stack of books upstairs. Rest is fine. One pressure. Su Mukin exerted her strength, struggled to say. Wen Ying's voice was soft. Mudu, why don't you take this stack of books apart before carrying them?